What is up, guys? Norris Digital Assets coming at you with another video. This video is going to be on the coins that I picked up today that I just bought a couple hours ago. It is currently 4:05 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5:05 Eastern Time in the United States. And we are going to cover the coins I picked up in this video. We're going to cover Bitcoin because it controls the market. We're going to cover that a little bit. And I got some interesting stuff on that, I believe. And then we'll go through those coins. So, should be a good video. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know what to do. Click my logo down here in the bottom right corner. Click my logo, click subscribe, or click subscribe below. And then follow me on Twitter. I don't have enough followers on Twitter yet. Only 109 on my new Twitter. It's pretty low still. So, see what happens with that. And I'd like to become more active on Twitter, to be honest, but I haven't gotten there yet. So it takes a lot of time. Takes a lot of, I'll probably be doing some videos, some research, and probably be on the computer for another 3 or 4 hours coming up here. So after being on the computer all day long. So it does take some time. So anyways, let us dive into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I will say on the daily, the chart, no, doesn't look great at all. Does not look great at all. That there looks, like I've explained in other videos, that's what we're going to be trying to avoid at the end of this bull run, which is a dead cat bounce. It looks like the definition of a dead cat bounce right now. Now, are we going to get some, we've had so much FUD and so much BS coming out on Bitcoin. Are we going to get some volume? Are we going to get a change of the tides because we've been down so long? Look, the stock RSI wants to even come out. We've been down here for a while. We've been suppressed. We've been in a downward trend lately, obviously, ever since we were at that 52,000 on September 7th, September 8th. We've just been on a downward trend. Nothing's been happening. We've been down, we've been corrected, we've had all the FUD. Can we get some volume in a trend reversal and straighten this back out? I don't know. Time will tell. If we start to lose support where we're at now and we fall to 40,000, we fall lower than that, the next area that we are going to fall is somewhere between like 37.5 and 38. So I'll throw a line in right here. So you can see, obviously, when we were coming up after this dead summer, you're coming up, you come down, you find it as support. You found it support in here. You found it in support over here in the past. But yeah, most recently, yes, you've definitely found it as support here. Had to correct, found support before it carries on. If we do fall that 37,000, we would really like that 37.5 in that area. That's what we would need to hold us. So if there's more FUD coming out, like we had this news on China banning Bitcoin for the 100th time, it seems like, and depending on what other news comes out, is there a war starting? Is there a new variant of COVID? There's 3 new variants that are more contagious and everything's, yeah. We'll just have to wait and see what the news cycle is. But barring that those things do not happen, if we do lose support at this level here, I mean, we've found support, you can see on these candle bodies. I need to be a little more zoomed in here. If you look here, we found plenty of support on 40,000, which is why we're back to 43,000 again. So we've been messing around in that 43, 42,000 area for a couple days. But you can see there was plenty of support at 40,000. So basically, if we happen to lose that 40,000, say we, over the next couple days or tomorrow or whatever, we start tracing down and we lose that 40, expect to fall to that 37.5, 37.7 in that area. And hopefully we can find that as support to come back up and look good. That's what I expect to happen. If we do lose this support, I expect to fall to that line, to that level, and be coming back up. I don't expect to lose this 37.5. I don't expect to lose that level. If we do, and there's a lot of FUD in the news, and things are looking real bad, that is when you can end up falling, unfortunately, that is when you can end up falling all the way back down to this. And this is that 28,000 range where we were pretty recently. On July 20th, we had wicks pretty low. We had wicks down in this 28 area right here. There's that wick. We were in that 29,000 range on some of these wicks. And that is right there where we bottomed out with candle bodies. So yeah, if you lost that 37 line, I mean, that's not what we want, obviously, and you fall here. Then, obviously, you're trying to find support there. That is your last line of support and defense before heading. If you lose that, you lose this support level, you lose that, you're falling into a bear market. The bears have taken over. You're in a bear market. I don't really expect any of that to happen. Right now, if I were to predict anything, I would think that if we lose the 40, we'll fall to the 37, we'll find support there, and we'll be able to come back up. So that's basically where we're at right now. To me, that scenario I just said, I'm going 50-50 on that, a coin flip. If it happens, does it or not, as in finding support on the 37, I'm going coin flip on the losing support on 40 and falling here and getting support and coming up. I'm sure we will find support, but yeah, it's a coin flip as to will we lose the 40 and ever even go to 37. I'm going 50-50 on that. We'll see. No one knows. No one really knows. There's so many indicators, so many different ways to run these charts. At the end of the day, no one really knows, but they are guides, and what I just drew out right there, it's pretty accurate as a guide to somewhat predict the future technical targets for you. So anyways, that's all we're going to cover on Bitcoin right now. Let's talk about the coins that I picked up today. So the first coin that I picked up today is Ontology. Now, Ontology, I already had some Ontology. I was buying it up around $1.05 in that area. I was picking up my Ontology on Voyager. Sure, there's many places you can grab Ontology. Let's see here. Ontology, Binance, Wobi Global, Gate.io. I use Gate.io pretty frequently. I have a bunch of HBAR on Gate.io. And another coin that I picked up today, which I'll tell you later in this video, another coin I picked up today on Gate.io. And Binance, BitThumb. I'm sure if you click See All Markets on CoinMarketCap, you'll be able to see all the exchanges where it is. Anyways, Ontology. Picked it up for 81 cents a few hours ago. When I saw that 81 cents after already picking it up for $1.05, and I already thought that was a super low price, this is the kind of thing I've talked about on my channel. When you see a price and you go, wow, it's that low? Wow. I mean, that's when you buy. When it actually surprises you that it's that low, that's when you buy. That's when you grab it, and that's part of the dollar cost averaging. So I grabbed some more Ontology today. I think this one is going to blow up. I think Ontology, I kind of put it in the same I put it in the similar category as Algorand. But the difference between Ontology and Algorand is when it comes to what would happen if and when we get this bull run, Ontology has a much lower circulating supply, which means when a coin has a much lower circulating supply, its ability for the price to shoot up, for a coin's price to double or triple, whatever, for the coin to go up when there is way less in circulation, it is easier for that to happen. It can make larger movements. So that's one thing with Ontology. And Ontology, let's see, if we pull up the all-time here on CoinMarketCap, Ontology at one point was at $10 back in 2018. And this is one of those things that, you know, you see these, you end up, when you end up looking at a chart, you know, later, and I could draw this out. Let's see here. Let's pull up Ontology. You know, this is one of those charts it's similar to a chart like an XRP chart. Not that I'm comparing Ontology to XRP, but it's one of those charts where you had a major peak way out here, And what ends up happening is you have this major peak way out here. Eventually you return back to that. So when you end up coming out, you end up coming back to that and meeting that all-time high, and you're creating just this giant cup. And ontology just as a whole, I've done a little bit of research on ontology. At the end of the day, you know, that price was just too good to pass up. So that's my view on ontology. I mean, it was $10 back in 2018. Ontology is a high-performance open-source blockchain specializing in digital identity and data. Ontology's unique infrastructure supports robust cross-chain collaboration and layer 2 scalability, offering businesses the flexibility to design a blockchain that suits their needs. So, ontology, just on Twitter here, it is, you know, we had a guy post on ontology, and ontology retweeted it. He said, "Good to see more nations embracing decentralized identity solutions. With a self-sovereign ID, users manage and control their own personal data right from their smartphone." So that's pretty cool. But really, ontology, that's giving me sort of vibes like Cardano, where Cardano is looking into the identity space and the voting system space in Africa. That's one of the big things that Cardano is looking at, is giving identity to people that don't have identity, especially third world countries, second world countries, whatever, what have you. So anyways, that's just a quick run on ontology. I saw the price was that low, and I had to grab some today. Grabbed it on the dip. Not financial advice. None of this video is financial advice. I am just telling you what I picked up today. So ontology recently on May 10th was at $2.86 in that range. It was bouncing around in the 240 area on some candles and some wicks back in May. So I would expect it to end up heading back to that area in a bull run and then higher. And then I just showed you it was at one point like $10. Let's see what does CoinMarketCap have it? Let's go show more. So all-time high, $10 flat. It's down 91% from then for a whole host of reasons. That could be a whole video just about ontology. But yeah, it's also, let's see here. The ONT chain also helps negate transaction network fees by generating and distributing free ontology gas to ONT holders based on their holdings. That's pretty cool. It just seems like a cool project. Had to grab some. Next coin. You know what? I'll tell you real quick. The next coin that I picked up today, I picked up some more HBAR. So we're not going to really cover that. I have a couple HBAR videos out there. Look through my channel and click my videos, and you'll be able to see videos on HBAR. The other coin that I did pick up today, usually I don't talk about values or amounts, or I'm not completely transparent on the size of everything I'm holding or anything like that. Or, you know, I'm not on this channel telling you every coin I have and how many coins I have and how much money I'm spending. But I'll tell you this, on Casper today, all I got for Casper was a small bag of $500. So I picked up Casper this morning. So Casper, let's see here. Let us pull up Casper here on CoinMarketCap. Casper, CSPR. I picked it up on Gate.io. Let's see where else you can get it. Not financial advice. Huobi Global, Gate.io. So that's where most of the volume is, in those two there. So yeah, so Casper. Casper, if you go all time on the chart here, Casper was at one point in the $1.20 area. You're way down here. Again, just like I said with an XRP type chart, you come, watch my cursor. You come down, you bottom out like this, and eventually you come back up and you meet up in here. You come up and you end up meeting your all-time high, just like these other coins. You create this giant cup. Maybe you'll create a handle. Who knows? And then you're going to carry on. This is one. So Casper, let's see here. Market cap only 207 million. It's got $40 million in volume. Plenty of liquidity. It's not one of those coins that you buy and it might take you a second to actually trade it on the market and sell it because there's not much liquidity or much volume in it at all. I mean, you got 40 million and you have a $207 million market cap. So it's not a super tiny market cap by any means, but yeah, I picked up Casper earlier today. I believe earlier today, though, I think I grabbed it for 9 cents. So I guess I might be up a cent on that already. I don't know. I grabbed it this morning. I think it was 9 cents when I grabbed it, like 9.1 cents. Volume up 58% in the last 24 hours. Casper is, let's see here, just launched earlier this year on the mainnet, March 30th, 2021. It is the first live proof-of-stake blockchain built off the Casper CBC specification. Casper, from what I was reading, Casper is also created by some of the people from Ethereum. So let's see here, Casper Labs. Casper on Twitter, 64,000 followers, Casper Network. They seem pretty active on Twitter. We got this article, Casper Labs, they pinned it from May 4th. Casper is promoting a more energy efficient model for blockchain technology. To learn more about Casper's efficient consumption model, read this report. I have that open here. And new power usage report shows the Casper network's impressive energy efficiency relative to other blockchain protocols. The Casper network is up to 136,000% more energy efficient when compared to other networks. I think some of this, though, is just comparing to Bitcoin and Ethereum and proof of work. Casper Network's proof-of-stake architecture introduces a powerful alternative that significantly reduces the amount of energy consumed per transaction. As the Highway Protocol outlines, Casper enables a new incentive model for mining and validating that drastically cuts the amount of energy required per transaction. In efforts to measure just how much more energy efficient the Casper network is over alternative blockchains, Casper Lab developers recently ran power usage comparison numbers between solutions. They started by looking at the power consumption of a single node with the Casper network. And this article basically goes on and on to explain how much more efficient it is. Look at this chart here when compared to Ethereum and 800 nodes. Well, Casper 400 nodes, Casper 100 nodes. So Casper overall, you know, Casper, we don't know where Casper's going to go in the future. Is Casper going to blow up? Will it? Will it not? I don't know. We don't know. But I wanted to get into Casper. The name is super cool. Just the name Casper. I like the name. But just that's pretty cool. And let's see here. Why Casper? Here it is. CBC, Casper Proof of Stake. Casper was built off the original CBC Casper specifications designed by Ethereum developers. Enterprise optimized, future-proof, scalable. So, yeah, pretty small market cap still. I do like to look at the market cap. I do believe that to an extent, market caps are kind of just, you know, fairy dust. They're not really... They're not too big of a deal. There's not really any ceiling on market caps, but it's just nice to see where it compares to other cryptos and what kind of gains you could possibly be making out of a coin. For example, for it to reach 1 billion, which would give a cryptocurrency a lot of staying power. Obviously, a lot comes along with a billion market cap. With that comes volume and adoption and connections and partnerships with different businesses around the world, etc., etc. So for it to 5x and go to 50 cents, you would be getting that market cap of $1 billion. As the price goes to 50 cents, you get that 5x, and 1 billion is still a relatively small coin. In comparison, by that time, you know, in the bull run, you would need definitely a bigger market cap than 1 billion to even crack the top 100 coins. So plenty of room for growth up. So yeah, so basically that's going to be it for this video, guys. I don't want this video to get too much longer. I picked up Ontology today. I picked up more Ontology because I already had some. I picked up more HBAR. I picked up Casper for the first time today, and I kind of showed you an outlook on what is going on with Bitcoin and the reality of, yes, there's a million indicators and many, many large channels and people that are, I would say, smarter than I am. They are calling for this bull run to still be coming, for October, November, and December to be explosive. I've said that in lots of other videos on my channel. We'll wait and see what happens. I'm putting a coin flip on the chance of us going to 37,000 or not for one more correction before the next wave up, which is sort of the end of a possible ABC correction. We'll see what happens. Only time will tell. Let's keep watching, and I'm going to go release some more videos now on some specific coins. So that's it for this one. We will see you next time. See ya.